Just sign right here, my mother-in-law said, sliding the papers across the bank desk. I blanked. Why does it say transfer of ownership? My father-in-law leaned in. Because you owe this family. The teller froze, and the manager suddenly said, "Ma'am, this file is missing one signature." Then he looked up at me like he'd recognized something. I'm Danielle Hayes, and I'm 36. I work as a pharmacy tech at a small clinic, nothing flashy. Long hours, steady paycheck, and a body that's always tired from the grind. My husband and I bought our first home after years of saving every penny. It wasn't a mansion, just a simple place with creaky floors and a kitchen that felt like ours. Finally, I had somewhere safe, somewhere mine. Then my husband passed away in a car crash that still haunts my dreams. Sudden, brutal. One day he was there, laughing over coffee. The next, gone. My in-laws started showing up right after the funeral, with helpful advice that felt more like chains. In their family, I was never real family. I was the outsider, the one who should bow and be grateful for scraps of kindness. They'd sigh and say I didn't belong. Personal struggle hit hard. I'm grieving every night, tears soaking the pillow. Bills stack up like enemies. Paperwork buries me. Mortgage notices, insurance forms, tax crap. All while my heart aches for what I lost. I push through shifts at the clinic, scanning meds with shaky hands. Customers notice my red eyes, but don't ask. I barely sleep. Food tastes like ash. Yet I keep that house standing. Our dream, my anchor. Contrast hits now. I wasn't rich or glamorous, no fancy clothes or big savings, but I had something they didn't expect. If you've ever had someone treat your hard work like it belongs to them, I get it. I was exhausted, grieving, and trying to keep my home, my one stable thing. Subscribe if you've ever been pressured to just sign something you didn't understand. Tell me, has family ever tried to control you with paperwork? And click hype or like if you believe boundaries matter. My in-laws insisted they were just helping with the house paperwork, taxes, mortgage payments, insurance renewals, deed updates after my husband's death. They talked to me like I was a child who couldn't add two numbers. You don't understand grown-up finances, Danielle, my mother-in-law snapped one afternoon in my living room. The air smelled stale, like forgotten laundry. Let us handle it. Sharp words cut deep. Your husband would have wanted us to take over, my father-in-law added, his voice low and firm. Don't make this harder than it has to be. I felt small. They brought me to the bank under heavy pressure, claimed the bank needed to update names because of the death. It's routine, they said. Drive was silent, my stomach twisted. At the counter, small red flags waved. Rushed tone from them, papers already filled out in neat print, my name shoved to the bottom like an afterthought, their names printed bold where mine should be. Transfer of ownership? My heart pounded. The sound of pens scratching nearby drowned my thoughts. Public embarrassment burned. My mother-in-law raised her voice so tellers and customers heard. She's being difficult. She doesn't trust family. Heads turned, whispers started. I flushed hot, shame crawling up my neck. It's for your good, father-in-law hissed. I scanned the forms. Something off. Dates didn't match my records. But they pushed. Sign now. Twist came sharp. The bank manager stepped in slow, reviewed the stack. This transfer cannot proceed, he said flat. A critical signature is missing. Not mine. Their eyes widened. Mine too. Betrayal hit like waves, one after another. First, manipulation crushed me. After everything we've done for you, my mother-in-law wailed over the phone that night, voice thick with fake tears. You're accusing us? Ungrateful girl. Guilt twisted my gut. I paced my kitchen, phone hot against my ear. The fridge hummed loud in the silence. Second, public insult spread fast. They called relatives right away, painted me greedy, unstable. Danielle's trying to keep what should stay in the family, they told aunts and cousins. Lies flew. My phone buzzed nonstop. Texts from family. What's wrong with you? Shame burned. I curled on the couch, sobs quiet. Third, exclusions slammed the door. They froze me out of family gatherings, no invites to dinners, no holiday cards. You won't be welcome unless you cooperate, father-in-law texted blunt. Grief triggered panic. Nights blurred. Fear of losing my home choked me. What if they won? The house, our memories, gone. Shame from public treatment lingered, treated like a thief in my own bank. I started asking questions they hated. Why would the bank need ownership transfer if I'm already on the deed? Mother-in-law dodged. Stop overthinking. Father-in-law growled. It's procedure. Doubt grew cold. They scheduled another bank visit, called me demanding. Be there Friday, don't embarrass us again. Their voices confident, mine shook inside. The clock ticked loud in my empty house, heart raced. But I wouldn't break, not yet. What they didn't know was I had a plan they never saw coming. My hidden strength kicked in. Years back, I did side work as a document specialist at a law office. Trained in signatures, notarizations, authorization forms, knew every rule cold. Quietly at home, I reviewed their copies. Kitchen table lit dim, coffee bitter on my tongue. Mismatched dates jumped out. Strange notary stamp faded wrong. Language didn't match standard bank forms at all. Methodical now, I built a clean folder. Timelines sharp, printed emails from them, screenshots of pushy texts. My own notes, dates, and facts stacked neat. Calm washed over me. The missing signature clicked. Someone tried to bypass a legal step. Bank would take it serious. Fraud serious. Foreshadow hit. I suspected a second copy of the paperwork somewhere, one that showed who submitted it first. Their prints, not mine. Folder grew thick. Ready. My ally appeared like a shadow in the storm. Sympathetic cousin, Lena. Family black sheep, blunt, honest, tired of in-laws' games. We met at a quiet park. Wind rustled leaves. Her voice low. I've seen this before, Danielle. They tried to control Aunt Rita's car title after Uncle died. Pressured her to sign medical power of attorney, too. Eyes sharp. She helped fast, got key info, who the in-laws spoke to at the bank, appointment dates, story they told family. They lied to everyone, she said firm. Family arrogance swelled. In-laws strutted at a dinner I skipped. Bank already knows what's happening, mother-in-law bragged to relatives. This is basically done. Laughs followed. Tension built thick. Lena and I agreed over coffee. Let them walk into their trap. Banks don't play with fraud. Her hand squeezed mine. You've got this. Air hummed electric. Their confidence blinded them. Ours sharpened. We returned to the bank. Manager's office. Air cool. Papers rustled crisp. I sat calm, folder in hand, timeline clear. Manager leaned forward. Who initiated this ownership transfer? Mother-in-law smiled sweet. We did, to help Danielle. Her voice dripped honey. I cut in steady. Help doesn't require removing my name from the deed. Reveal hit hard. I pointed sharp. See here? Missing required authorization, mismatched notary details, wrong form type for deed change. Manager nodded slow, scanned docs. Exactly. The missing signature was from the lender. You too couldn't legally replace it. In-laws panicked. Mother-in-law cried fake. We were confused. Blame her stress. Father-in-law barked angry. This is family business. Tactics switched fast. No work. Bank response severe. Accounts flagged, escalating to fraud department. Transfer refused. Manager eyed them cold. Protect your identity, Danielle. Update property records now. Backfire crushed. Their family authority collapsed. Staff watched, exposed. They pushed a transfer I never agreed to. Mother-in-law stammered, "But we're helping." Manager shut it down. "This ends here." I stood tall, folder shut with a snap. I secured my home quick, placed fraud alerts, updated all access, confirmed deed status proper, set boundaries in writing, emailed to in-laws, no more contact on this. Their request denied flat. Behavior documented in bank files. Families started seeing truth. Whispers turned. Cousins texted support. My emotional growth bloomed. No more begging fair treatment. I owned my life now. Standing in my kitchen, I whispered to my husband's photo. I protected what we built. Reflection settled deep. I thought I was fighting for a house, but I was really fighting for the right to exist without being controlled. If someone ever pushed you to sign something fast, especially family, you know how scary that feels. Subscribe if you're learning to protect yourself, even when it's uncomfortable. Share your story in the comments. Has anyone ever tried to take what was legally yours through paperwork? You're not alone. Click Hype to help this story reach others who need it. If this story resonated with you, please give it a like and click Hype to help it reach more people who need to hear it. Your voice matters in our community. Share your own experience in the comments below. I'm reading. Don't sign under pressure. Don't apologize for protecting yourself.